Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to week 2 of 2020. As you may know, if you've been following my channel for any amount of time, I am clear to load my shoulders as long as it's with like a safety squat bar. Not really a barbell yet, but that's mainly due to a mobility issue after my shoulder surgery. So what you're looking at here is Tuesday's workout. These are 303 tempo squats. I feel like I'm actually doing them as like a 3-1-3. Maybe I need to concentrate a little bit more as I hit the hole on not pausing. But for now, there's a slight pause, and I feel like I'm holding pretty true to the 3-second down and the 3-second up. But anyways, these feel really nice. Went a little bit heavier than I went last week, and I imagine that that's going to be kind of the natural progression as we continue through these first few weeks post-surgery. So like week 8, 9, 10. Now that I'm able to actually load my back. But it feels really good to be able to get back underneath a bar. The only thing that kind of sucks is trying to get the SSB in the rack, trying to get the plates loaded, etc. Next up, we have some good mornings. And these felt pretty decent, but after looking at the video, I realized that I'm rounding my upper back quite a bit. So I just need to maybe lighten up the weight here. Part of recovering from the shoulder surgery is I'm viewing it as an opportunity to really go back and really look at being deliberate with every single movement that I do. There's no reason to go heavy. I'm not training for a competition. I'm not training for anything in particular other than just general strength. So let's slow it down and focus. Also finished with these lunges. These are my last actual lower body movement other than some back extensions, and these lunges look pretty decent, but maybe just slow them down a little bit. I'm kind of thinking about gearing Tuesday to be more tempo work related, so all of the movements for that day are going to be tempo work, but I'm going to give it probably 2 weeks and just kind of see where it sits before I make any adjustments. After that, went over to the Echo GHD, which if you have never seen my super awesome first review on that, go ahead and watch that. It's the first video I ever made. And finished up with some GHD sit-ups, which these actually used to hurt, so I'm happy I'm able to actually do these. Then we move on to Thursday's workout, and I'm doing belt squats, and I'm doing one set of 5 at about an RPE 8, and then moving on to 2 sets of 15 at about 80% of that load. I know that volume seems really high, but going 80% of an RPE 8 should theoretically be pretty light. And I feel like after doing this session that it was about perfect for what I should be doing. The only thing I would consider doing is instead of doing 2 by 15, maybe consider doing 2 sets of 10. But like I said, it wasn't that bad. And here's the 15 rep set rather. And as you can see, my brother's weight attachment that he made me for my trolley arms is working like a champ. He actually took apart a barbell and used bits of the barbell sleeve as the weight loading attachments, put a slight angle to them so they don't try to slide off as you lift with them. And I have some plans with these to maybe make some Viking press style attachments or something of the like. But what you're looking at here is marches. I ended up doing a couple sets of these, worked all the way up to 540 pounds. After that, single arm dumbbell Romanian deadlifts, and these are just another one. Maybe I should just slow these down a little bit. But this is, I believe it's 95 or 105 pounds, one of those two. So then we move on to Saturday morning. Saturday morning would typically be Strongman Saturday, but 2 things. One, I'm training by myself because my training partners were competing over at the Battle Axe Showdown, which was a USS, United States Strongman competition that was somewhere down near Dallas. So what I'm working on here, the reason I'm squatting to a box is the box is set to about 17 inches, which is maybe 1 to 2, maybe 3 inches above parallel for me. And because this is speed work, I'm trying to maintain the best form that I can. So trying to keep my knees tracking over my toes, etc. So my plan is, as I progress through these weeks, that I'm going to lower the box every 2 weeks by 1 inch. and hopefully that will have really drilled in the form aspect. And these are something that we threw in kind of as a joke last week, but I really liked them, so I kept them. So these are SSB chain step-ups. Realistically speaking, I need to go up with the barbell weight here and figure out a better load for the chains. After that, brought the sled outside and decided to pull that up and down the street. And so this is 50 feet for 10 sets, which was probably a lot, and I had some nice snow out there, which I know if you live up north, that's not a lot of snow, but you know what, I live in Texas, so that's a lot of snow. But that is pretty much all my training for this week. I did not do as much of my physical therapy training as I should have, so expect to see more of that in next week's video. And just as bonus, here is how I unload my sled with one hand that can hold more than 2.5 pounds. But while you watch this, please accept my gratitude for watching my training footage, and I'll see you guys next week in week 3 of 2020.